Chapter 1 of Ruffles and Danny, or The Responsibility of Ruffles. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Ruffles and Danny, or The Responsibility of Ruffles, by Margery Watson. Chapter 1. A dazzling stream of sunshine poured into the breakfast room of the Sanderson home directly across the window seat where Daniel Ross Sanderson, aged 5, sat with one leg drawn up, thoughtfully gazing upon a very plump, white knee protruding through a very large hole in his black stocking. The slow but unfaltering tick-tock of the grandfather clock in the far corner of the room intensified the unusual quiet, which did not seem to strike the consciousness of Mr. Sanderson, who was enjoying his cup of coffee and the morning paper in leisurely fashion. But the clear, sweet voice of the boy soon broke the stillness. "Where does the cloth go to, father?" he asked in a speculative tone. Mr. Sanderson laid down his paper, and, with his hands in his pockets, walked over and looked down at the serious little figure, noting the fairy rainbows which the sun was making in the curly, golden hair. "What did you say, Danny?" he inquired. A chubby forefinger slowly traced its way over the smooth skin, following the outline of the torn stocking, while Danny repeated his question, "Where does the cloth go to, father?" "Well, you see it depends somewhat on how you did it, my boy," he replied, a puzzled smile quickly losing itself in the corners of his mouth as he seated himself close to Danny's feet. He always made a point of taking Danny seriously, and endeavored to give a satisfactory answer to all questions, no matter how unexpected. "I don't 'zactly remember 'bout doin' it," mused Danny. Mr. Sanderson leaned towards Danny, resting his elbows on his knees, and looked at the stocking. "You see, if you fell down and scraped it, it would be all ground up into little fine pieces, like dust, and blow away." "Oh!" Danny's voice and the half-comprehending expression of his big brown eyes implied implicit confidence in his father's statement, but also some doubt as to his own capacity for grasping it. "It's rather unfortunate that you should have done that just now, isn't it?" suggested Mr. Sanderson. "You surely haven't forgotten where we are going?" Danny slipped quickly to the floor, his little face alight with a wonderful smile. "I know," he announced with a joyful little hop. "We're going to the West Harwich Water in Massachusetts." This word was not quite difficult enough for Danny, so he tucked in an extra syllable. Then, sidling up to his father and tucking his fingers inside Mr. Sanderson's collar, a funny little habit he had, he asked, "Do you think there's any chickies in Massachusetts?" "I shouldn't wonder, but haven't you got enough chickens right here?" "Oh," in a scornfully explanatory tone, "I mean little tiny weeny ones, 'bout so big." The distance he measured with his chubby hands was rather vague and elastic. "I poked some eggs under the old red hen this morning," he proclaimed, "but she just runned away and left 'em. I couldn't catch the old fing, she wobbled round so fast when I stamped my foot at her." The whole of Danny's vigorous little body, as he faced his father, his hands clasped behind his back, was expressive of righteous indignation, and his brown eyes glowed with wrath. But just here the chug-chug of an automobile, with a heralding toot, broke in on the conversation, and Mr. Sanderson rose, glancing at his watch. "Sister's late this morning. She's got pretty tired yesterday with the packing. You run, find Lula, and get her to put on another pair of stockings. Be sure to be all ready when I come back, you know, to start for the train." Lifting the sturdy little figure in his arms, he gave a parting hug, then set him down and watched him scamper off in search of his nurse. As the car rolled smoothly down the avenue, Mr. Sanderson looked off toward the mountains. It was one of Colorado's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?